Isn't a big favorite in his dialect, and that's what I want to hear. Is people that are not going to compromise where compromise should not be had. And the Second Amendment is one of those. Pretty much any place in the Constitution is no place to compromise. The reason for that is because it's like the legs of a table. You see, you can only kick out so many legs of the table before it falls. We can't do without any portion of those protections. Oh, okay, a couple of quick announcements. We have got a drawing coming up pretty darn soon. I hope you've gotten raffle tickets. Your regular ticket for the meal included your entry for that 300 Win Mag. Oh boy, I had that thing in my hands last week. What a beautiful gun that is. There's people buying tickets just for that chance. So I hope you got your raffle tickets for that. There's a 50-50 going on, and we got a muzzle loader right over here. So if you've not gotten additional raffle tickets for the other prizes that are being raffled here at the club, please stop right over at this table here and pick up your tickets for that. On Wednesday, July 6th, the Massey Compost Heritage Baptist Church on Plum Tree Road in Springfield, 6 o'clock, is having a free potluck. If there's anything this country needs, it's more God.
Absolutely.
We need Jesus everywhere we go.
Yes!
Because that's where we get our power from. Hey, you know why government fears and trying to cleanse the Christian symbols, the Christian word from everywhere? It's because people of faith, once it's in their head that they believe, such strength comes from that. We wonder, how do you fight such things? You know, a friend of mine posted something the other day. It was an article from a friend. And this person was just so forlorn. It wrote an article, and just, she looked at the world, and there was evil and filth and decay almost everywhere. And you could feel the sorrow in this woman's words. And she just didn't know what to do. And granted, it seems overwhelming. There is so much wrong out there. And there was times I sometimes wonder, how do I get up in the morning and try it again? And I've been through hard times, and everyone has. And those hard times, when you realize that your faith, and Jesus is with you even when no one else is, boy, that is such an immense thing. And for those that feel that wet blanket of government aggression and oppression, when you see kids being raised on the streets and drug addicts overdosing in your neighborhood and all this bad, you can't turn the TV on without seeing it. Please go back and each morning when you wake up, thank God for another day of glorious life. And in those moments where you ask yourself, how do I do this? Well, I'll tell you, what you do is you wrap yourself in the full armor of Jesus Christ, and you get out there and you fight and say no where you have to. Always.
Absolutely.
Once you've got that faith, and I'm telling you, it's a strong thing. Governments hate it. They try to degrade and stop that, because once you've got a concept in your head, it's like nullification. That's a concept that lives in your head. They can pass all the laws you want. They can say you can't have a handgun unless you got an FID. I can tell you, nullify something. They tell me I can't go and get raw milk from a farm and bring it to my elderly relative across town borders. I can tell you you can.
That's right.
You go, you buy it, you do it. You say no.
That's right.
You're butting your nose into things that don't matter. Government wasn't there. You see, they pervert all kinds of things. Social welfare. All right, that clause of the Constitution. The Commerce Clause. Love to pervert that one. When they talk about regulating commerce between the states, they are not, the Constitution does not mean many regulatory layers of government. If a little is good, more is better. No, it's to keep things regular and consistent, to keep a light touch and pretty much stay out of it and allow commerce to take place between the states. That's what regulate commerce means. Holy mackerel. Have they gotten out of control or what? All right, we've got a couple more speakers here, and we're really going to wind it up pretty much the same way I started. I talked about those mama bears. Well, you get a mom's dander up, and and they feel their cubs are under attack. Boy, there's nothing more powerful than that. And we heard that in our last speaker. Could you not hear the passion in that woman's voice?
Absolutely.
They're a real live human being. Well, we're going to tap into more of that as we move along. Our next speaker, it's been an absolute privilege. Every time I've gotten to work with Lynne Roberts, just such a delight. She is the chapter president of the Second Amendment Sisters here in Massachusetts, hardened, committed advocate of the Second Amendment, and it is our pleasure here at the rally to invite Lynne Roberts tonight.